first course, spanning lessons 1 to 4, we focused on some of the best proven opportunities and methodologies for doing good in the world. Opportunities we know through rigorous evidence are incredibly high impact. These were comprised of themes like global health, global development, and animal welfare, and foundational concepts such as cost-effectiveness analysis and performing impact-oriented experimental evaluation. However, if we limit ourselves to areas characterized by better evidence and a higher degree of clarity and certainty, we end up ignoring some pressing opportunities and challenges. There are actually many people who believe that changes that can be repeatedly measured are completely negligible relative to the enormous impact of momentous but highly uncertain efforts. For instance, to build up on the theme from the previous unit, if you believe we should reduce the risk of a superpower nuclear war, running a proper experiment doesn't seem that doable because, as one example, we don't really have multiple herbs to separate into intervention and control groups. But actually, there are ways to make intelligible assessments when trying to push for big systematic change, and some people make the case that even if those assessments are not as accurate as the tools we've previously discussed, they are still worthwhile because of the big potential benefits they hold. Thus, as the next step in our path towards making a difference, we'll consider ambitious approaches to influencing the world at large. As we've alluded to, this will inevitably require venturing into areas where interventions are more speculative and things are much harder to measure and occasionally even quite controversial. Specifically, in the rest of this lesson, which will be introductory to the second half of the program, we'll dive into matters that might cause irreversible global catastrophes and share a framework for comparing cause areas. In the remainder of the program, we'll engage in discussions about climate change and explore emerging and future advanced technologies such as synthetic biology and AI. We've started from our keep of story and chosen the topics for the course because efforts to protect the world and reduce risks are a good anchor for big, ambitious efforts. Though the outlook of this course applies to many other pursuits. Whether you're aiming to produce technological breakthroughs that revolutionize the world for the better, working towards political action as a politician, policymaker, or advocate, researching macroeconomic development and trying to change the economic structure of countries, looking to volunteer or donate in related areas, or anyone else that shares this outlook, we're glad you're here with us. Because we are keen for you to apply whatever we're discussing in whatever way that fits your personal background and passions. At the end of this part of the program, we also included an additional bonus lesson focused on pursuing impactful careers. And similar to the previous lessons, we will familiarize you with practical tools, offer advice, and introduce concrete opportunities and relevant organizations for those of you who wish to further explore.